Hello. Janice Coyle and I welcome you to the World Unity Week and our room journeys into New Earth frequencies and sacred geometry. Today, Janice will share with us our power of visioning to create or uncreate a new Earth and a new us. But first, let me tell you something about my amazing friend, visionary, mystic, and co-steward, Janice Coyle. Janice has been a spiritual seeker since early childhood. She is an ET contactee and took classes aboard a mothership. In addition, she has studied with many teachers and had many mystical experiences and spiritual healings, and has facilitated numerous spiritual study groups. She is also a writer, speaker, and poet. In 2020, Janice founded the New Earth Visioning Project, dedicated to envisioning a new Earth and a new us. She interviews people who have missions to help create a new Earth and to help us become New Earth people. I have had the privilege of being interviewed by Janice. I now turn this over to Janice.
Okay, thank you, Antonia, and welcome everybody. This is my three presentations I have been giving, or will give the third one. It's like a three-part thing, and this is the last one. And excuse me, last Sunday we talked, the title of the talk was Energies Arriving, a One in a Millennia Opportunity. And it really is. So let's just review a little bit about those two, from those two talks. Our solar system is moving into a very high frequency of the galaxy, the Milky Way. We will be coming into a lighted region on a cycle that lasts between 25 and 60 million years, and coming out from a darker area that has lasted for about 50 million years. We are just entering also the photon belt, which is a more local energy system full of protons, or highly energized particles of quantum light. And if that isn't enough, many extraterrestrial civilizations from the multiverse, right, are surrounding us and sending in love and information as they watch for the possible transformation of our planet and the transformation of us. Such a transformation has never occurred in creation before. If we succeed, we will have embedded the light of higher spirituality, spiritualized consciousness, into this level of density of matter, including our own bodies, for the first time ever in creation. And in doing this, we will be incredibly beneficial to all creation. That's why they're surrounding us. That's why they're watching us in the millions. The very high frequencies we are now meeting are meeting the lower frequencies of ourselves and our thoughts and our systems. When a very high frequency is joined by a lower frequency, a new energy arises, a wonderful energy that is the most fecund energy we will ever have for manifesting. A real opportunity, because this energy appears when the old is not yet dissolved and the new is not yet formed. In this energy, we're able to manifest quickly and more powerfully than at any other time. This energy we call chaos. And chaos right now is our incredible friend. We need to welcome it and celebrate it. So this is a time like no other time in creation to manifest a new earth and a new us. We have at our fingertips the chaos energies, along with the incredible, powerful, and high energies, galactic energies, and the love and information frequencies coming in. This time of transformation is an opportunity not seen in many millions of years, and possibly never, very likely never. We're on the cusp right now. We could destroy ourselves with nuclear weapons and other abuses on ourselves and the earth, or we can transform. And guess what? It's up to us. We have free will, and we can do anything. We can manifest anything. So let's understand how powerful we are. First, we are natural creators, and we are creating all the time. We are natural dreamers. We dream dreams of beauty, love, and peace. And we have given lots of attention and dreams to affliction, poverty, abuse, and created a world where this can exist. So, what creates the manifestation of a dream? The great spiritual teachers of all time have taught that it is consciousness that creates. The quantum scientists are now in agreement. In fact, some are now saying that unless we see or are conscious of something, it doesn't exist. Think about that. If we are not conscious of something, it doesn't exist. And this, my friends, is science. The ancient Upanishads taught that we have been given free will, free choice. And to them, there is only one essential choice to be made. Just one that underlies all other what we think are choices. And that one powerful choice is where we place our greatest power. And what is that? It's our consciousness and our awareness. We are centers of consciousness, and our greatest power is where we focus it. That's our one choice, where we focus our consciousness. And they taught that from that focus, a world emerges. From that focus, a world emerges. And they're not the only ones who have said that. Shamans from all ages have said the same thing, and many very awakened masters have said the same thing. So where we focus our attention is what we create. Kind of simple, very simple. The truths of the cosmos are very simple. But we forget that in every single moment we are creating, because in every single moment we are focusing that power on something. In each moment we are giving our attention to fear or love, illness or wholeness, prosperity or lack, what's wrong, what's right, and creating it. The Upanishads also taught that what we focus on either expands or contracts consciousness itself. And we are living with the same old habit of attention preferences, and therefore limiting our experiences in consciousness. Think of how limiting it is to constantly dwell on the worry about things you fearful of happening. You will be stuck. Consciousness will be stuck in a wheel of sameness. This sounds a lot like the talk about vibrations we spoke of on Wednesday, right? When we looked at Dr. David Hawking's map of consciousness to show that certain beliefs such as life is miserable, life is frightening, life is tragic, and the resulting emotions, fear, anger, guilt, and how these negative beliefs and the resulting frequencies contract consciousness. We notice that the positive beliefs and emotions expand consciousness. So where we decide to focus our consciousness actually limits or expands consciousness itself. So we can expand our consciousness or contract consciousness. This is science, guys. And this is how it works. Let's say we are focusing on a new, beautiful, peaceful, meaningful, and loving way of living and being, and we are getting excited about it. This high vibrational energy results in consciousness expanding to draw in something new and opening up to creativity, guidance, and inspiration, and other great things. In doing this, we not only help the expansion of consciousness, but the evolution of consciousness itself. opening up to new things. It's evolution. Everything is evolving, including consciousness. Or we focus on the embedded negative beliefs about the world and about ourselves, resulting in feelings of guilt, despair, and fear. These energies produce a frequency that then manifests like falling finances, degradation of nature, illnesses, and so forth. These frequencies are not like a life affirming and contribute to the continuance and manifestation of all these same old things we are focusing on. Consciousness itself contracts with the weight of this kind of stasis. Guidance is blocked, creativity is hampered. We are that powerful. We can create something new and good, or maintain the sameness by thinking the same. Or enveloped in fear and greed, we destroy it all. We have that kind of power. Consciousness is by far our greatest power. So where do we choose to focus this incredible power? Author, spiritual teacher, healer Penny Kelly wrote, "The world we have had is because of the consciousness we had. We change ourselves and a new consciousness emerges. The new earth will be the result of a new consciousness." We change ourselves and a new consciousness emerges. What do we change? Our talk on Wednesday, and I spoke about Dr. David Hawkins, who discovered that the frequencies, vibrations, limit or expand consciousness. And what causes the vibration? It is the energy of our feelings. And what causes our feelings? It comes from our beliefs and thoughts. So in creating our very powerful gift of being able to do, what do we have to start with? Our beliefs and thoughts, right? Our focus on those. In my studies on the Pleiadian mothership, we were given some insights about this. And what they did with us was start with our thoughts and what we assumed to be the truth, and helped us have insights that expanded our consciousness right there on the ship to bring in some very expanded insights. How much must my consciousness have been was expanding while on that ship? Coming back out of it, I've contracted a bit more again because I wasn't in that frequency. But I experienced a very expanded consciousness for a while, and what that means. And you see everything very differently. Your perspective is so expanded that it looks very different than what we think it is now. Our focus on the old dissolving world and its characteristics keep it going by the powerful energy of our focus. On focusing on the beautiful occurring now brings in the life force energies that make the beautiful even more abundant. Again, I'm going to repeat this over and over. We need to understand attention is the most powerful food, whatever it focuses on. Let me tell a story. In the summer of 2020, when I suddenly woke up from sleep and heard a lovely voice telling me to write a book about New Earth and form a group who would envision a new Earth. I thought, what? I don't know a lot about this. Anyway, I'm in the process of writing a memoir and very busy with other things that I think are helping. I began to quietly envision a world I would love to live in. I tried to get excited about it, knowing that emotional energy was fuel for the manifestation of anything. And I began to envision a little bit, but I didn't know what else to do. Since this was all about Mother Earth, it occurred to me to ask Mother Earth herself. So I asked, what would you like to tell me, Mother Earth? What do I need to know from you? My hand immediately went to my notebook and I quickly transcribed her words. She said, I am you, I live in you, and you live in me. We are one and always. Where to begin with you? Look at me. Keep your eyes on me. Note my form, my moments, my spirit, my light, my tone, my varied body, my beauty, my suffering, my perseverance, my patience. See me. That's enough for tonight. I sleep, I awake as you, I dream, I cradle myself as you. One day I will be a star like you. I'm going now to my next step towards stardom. Will you come with me? You must see me if you are to come to my newness. Just see me more completely. Merge with me, honor me, love me, and you will fly with me, and we will become together more enlightened, with light flowing to and from us in brilliant flares of joy and love and knowing. You love to be seen as I do. See me. I thought I was very touched, but I thought this was an odd request. But now I totally know why. And so I opened my eyes and started looking. I went for walks and looked at the trees, the plants, the ground, the comings and goings of life forms, little lizards, the birds, the rain, the wind. I found rhythms I had not noticed. The serenity of nature, the harmony of nature, the wisdom, the frequency so much higher than mine, the patience, the perseverance, the creativity, all very, very high frequencies. Then there were moments when I became the frequencies of nature, just for a moment. It was bliss, guys, bliss. But then I discovered that Mother Earth's request to see her was her request to focus, partly to focus my consciousness on her, giving power, energy, visioning, and appreciation, the beauty, the harmony, the abundance in her. And one day I realized the power of attention. I looked often at my lovely tree I named Lily, a beautiful crepe myrtle with red blooming flowers. During that time of seeing and watching Lily, Lily grew more than double the size she had remained for all the other years I had lived with her. She prospered with abundant flowers. There were other results of giving my attention to it all. It seems as if everything had become more healthy, more beautiful. Was it my imagination? Which reminds me, Anita Moorjani is author of the mega best-selling book, Dying to Be Me, all about her near-death experience. She wrote about how in that other dimension, she could look down at us and see us more completely. She noticed that our imaginations were more real than the resulting earthly manifestations. What about that? But if you understand energy and manifestation, you would agree. The energy of visioning and dreaming of something has a powerful creation frequency that has a kind of impetus to it. The frequency of creativity moves in, and if there is emotional energy of excitement, joy, fun, or anger, greed, and fear, these add in fuel for the manifestation to happen. Imagination generates real, in-the-moment energy, unlike the completed manifestation, which is the outpicturing of a past dream or belief, and therefore has the quality of impermanence, unless fueled with energy frequencies of love, joy, appreciation, acknowledgement, or hate, scorn, and anger. In other words, focused attention. So our attention on the thoughts and beliefs and the frequencies they create keep things in place, give it energy and life. We give life with our consciousness. We give life itself with our consciousness. We are that powerful, people. And it would help us to get to really accept this and what we really are. And let's remember, it's our consciousness, our attention that we are focusing. We focus it on things, beliefs, thoughts, actions, judgments, and everything else. And it forms. We need to ask this question all the time. Where am I focusing my greatest power? My consciousness. We're doing it every moment. So let's watch how we're using that power. Mother Earth clearly wanted me to focus my powerful consciousness, my attention on her. She needed me. She needs us. And she needs us all, many of us. She needs our attention, our consciousness, our greatest power. She needs our love, and she needs it now. It is very urgent at this transitional time that we focus our greatest power on Earth and on envisioning the Earth that we want to inhabit. We have the free will. We were given this great gift. We either can focus our energy of consciousness or withhold it. And there are times we need to withhold it. When things we don't want, when things that other people tell us, their dreams, we withhold our consciousness. It's our choice. In essence, our one and only choice to focus what we want, focus on the good already here, the beauty already here, the miracles already here, and raise our frequency by turning into love, joy, and fun. Do what we love to do. Be new Earth people now. We're finding ways to be happy and fall in love with everything. I have lots of stories I could tell you about the power we have to create or uncreate. Just one of them. I have a collection of these stories, and they're incredible. A friend of mine was given just weeks to live due to her abdominal cancers. She decided to go to California, where she had lived for many years and had lots of friends. And all of them knew about her prognosis, just weeks to live. So they decided to give her the time of her life. They took her to concerts, told her stories of how wonderful she was, traveled around to gorgeous places, wined and dined her, spoiled her with love. She came back saying she had had a blast, and she seemed radiant and happy. She went to a scheduled appointment with her doctor, who used instruments to see the condition of the tumors, and found no tumors. All 9 of them had strangely disappeared. So what happened here? Let's break it down. She focused her attention away from cancer, and very thoroughly. She was having so much fun, she didn't have time to think about a cancer. And instead, where did she put her attention? On fun, love, excitement, companionship. All these things, by the way, are life-affirming and a much higher vibration than the illnesses. And as we learned back on Wednesday, the lower vibrational anything cannot sustain itself in the midst of higher vibration. Every illness has a vibration. They're all low, by the way. So, no consciousness, no attention, no energy for this manifestation we call illness. That manifestation disappears, and quickly. I have many, many stories about this. We withdraw our attention. It doesn't have the food. It doesn't have the wherewithal to even exist, according to scientists. And what happens? It's not there anymore. I mean, seriously, let's think about this, because this is how powerful we are. We have free will to direct our consciousness, our greatest power, and we have power to withhold it. It's almost too simple. This manifestation thing, right? Our computer minds like things complicated. I don't want to believe this, right? What are all the steps? We have to meditate for 10 years and we have to do this and that and all this and take all this medication and blah, blah, blah. No, we simply withdraw our attention or focus it. I got so many stories I wish I could tell you that prove this, but it happened to me when I had cancer. I decided I'm going to have one mantra and one belief day and night, 24/7. God is love. That means everything else is love. The cancer is love. The radiation is nothing but love energy. Everything else is love. And one night, there was this presence of incredible love. And that night, the cancer disappeared. You can ask my husband, Charles, this is a true story. Right? That's what happens when we stop even thinking about or focusing on what we don't want. So I need to finish now. I have something else I was going to tell you, but I'll just stop here. But I'll just say, isn't it great we have this World Unity event with the theme New Earth Rising? We're not focusing our attention on that, right? And how much power must that be bringing into the manifestation of it? And remember, if we can manifest, if we can make this transition, we will be the lights, special lights of the whole creation. And I am not kidding here. That's what I was told. That's what is obvious. Because new creations are always only new creations. Consciousness does not recreate a new experience in consciousness. It's all new. But this one is fabulously new that we could have. We are very powerful. Remember that. Remember how powerful we are with our consciousness, incredible energy. We can do this, and I truly believe in my soul we will do it. And when we do it, we will astonish all creation. And I'm not kidding there either. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Janice, thank you so much. That was so powerful and so moving. Thank you.
Welcome.